Hello there, YouTube. It is I, Uncle John, back in the flesh yet again. Pew, pew. And I'm going to go ahead and give off my little review on Attack on Titans, the movie, Part 1, and End of the World, Part 2, which was a continuation of Part 1. So before I go ahead and state my review on this one, allow me to go ahead and state that I have never watched nor seen the anime of Attack on Titan. So, without further ado, without giving anything away on it, allow me to go ahead and jump right into it. First off, I want to go ahead and say that part one was very, very interesting. It was a English dubbed version of it, and it told a really, really good story. There were a lot of questions I had on there, like where did the Titans come from, or how were they created, and all that other good stuff. Well, I didn't get the answer that I wanted right away in part one, but it worked its way up. So I would go ahead and say that part one, really good job on it. I really enjoyed it. I didn't think that it was very long, but it was over an hour. It's actually almost 2 hours long. But you know what? I liked it. I did. Um, just just really on a Japanese movie itself told a really good story. So I was definitely behind that one. Um, but like I said, I'm not gonna tell any of the spoilers for those that have never seen it, but I definitely recommend part one. Now let's lean over to part two. And allow me to say this. I actually will go ahead, retract my last statement, and say not only do I highly recommend part one, but I highly recommend part two. The reason why I highly recommend part two is because within the continuation of it, they get a little deeper into the detail. I feel like the story didn't drag quite as long as what it did on the first one, but in the second one, they gave it a little bit of a meaning. Where the Titans came from, who created them. That is exactly the pinpoint questions I was actually searching for, and then they were finally answered, and I went, oh, that actually made a lot of sense from pretty much the first one. There was a lot of battle scenes in it, and I completely loved it. Um, I definitely liked the ending to part one, and some of it really didn't add up for me on some things towards the very ending of part one. But I'm kind of glad it happened that way, because if it didn't, then part two probably wouldn't have made any sense either. But they had explained what initially happened in part one for part two to continue onward. So I really want to say that was a really, really good movie. Actually, those two were really good movies put together. The second one that I was watching wasn't English dubbed at all. It was all Japanese. They did have some English subtitles, so um, I think that definitely helped out a lot. I will go ahead and say that most of the subtitles to it were a bit delayed. Some parts it never showed what they were saying, so I just paid attention to the movie for a little bit. But it was a little hard to concentrate not only on the what was going on emotionally, or not emotionally, but through a motion film part, and concentrating on the language at the same time. But I managed to pull off, double duty, multitasking, if you will, looking at both things at the same time. It was a little difficult to do, but I honestly managed to pay attention to the whole thing. There were some parts in part two that kind of made me question a lot of things. And there were some things to where I'm like, whoa, I didn't see that coming at all. So I will definitely say the movie has a lot of mystery behind it, but it does answer a lot of questions. Do I definitely think it's a movie to be recommended for? Yes, I do. Um, I definitely do wish, though, that part two was the same way, like with part one, English dub, that we, some people that really can't understand the Japanese language can hear what's being said instead of having to pay attention to what's going on and then reading at the same time. But other than that, I really enjoyed it. I really liked it. So I'm right now looking down at my time. Sorry if I took so long on the review, but I was just explaining what I thought was pretty cool in it so far. Again, no spoilers into it, but I will definitely say it is a movie that is highly recommended for anyone to watch. So that's all I got to say on that one. If you've seen the movie, please go ahead. Comment down below. Tell me how you thought it was. Did you think it was great? Did you think it was horrible? Did you not watch it? And if not, what are you waiting for? Go see it. I mean, seriously, it's a great movie. And this is coming from a guy like me who hasn't seen anime in a really long time and hasn't seen the anime version of Attack on Titan, but yet enjoyed the live action movie to both part 1 and 2. So again, I encourage you all, comment down below, tell me what you think. So until then, that's all the time I have for now. So if you want to, you don't have to though, but if you want to, go ahead, click that subscribe button to see whatever else I do on this channel. Follow me in the links down below through my Facebook, Instagram, all the social media stuff. That's if you want to. Give the video a good thumb up if you want. If you didn't like it, just I'm not encouraging the dislike portion part, but if you want to. But other than that, do whatever else you want. So until then, I'm Uncle John, and I will see you all next time. Take care, YouTube.